Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.
Usually, we just let our results silence, excuse me, we just let our results silence our distractors while we have the last laugh. Only on those occasions when some particular falsehood directly threatens the security, unity, and peace of our people have we confronted anyone in the media space to say our own part. As a leader, I have my eyes on leaving lasting legacies and not necessarily making good impressions on people who are head-bent on making dents in our accomplishment through dishonesty. Nigerians may want to know that our police, military, and other law enforcement officers are not cowards. The vast majority of our officers are good, intelligent, and diligent folk. We discovered that they just needed the right tools to do their job and a little motivation to give us their best. We did our best to give them both. I know the media has feasted endlessly on our various controversies in office, including during the early months of COVID-19 pandemic, when we dared to chart a path away from the restrictions and lockdowns. We did not do much beyond exacerbating the poverty statistics in the nation. However, I do not call them controversies or even disagreement for I take no pride in standing contrary to mainstream positioning. I prefer to say we differed on principles, although we have been largely vindicated by the emerging science since then, and Kogi State remained the least impacted infection-wise in the nation by the pandemic. Within the context of Kogi State, which is a microcosm of Nigeria itself, our diversity was enough to tear us apart as a government in the same manner it has divided our people for decades before our coming. But that is if we allow them. We refuse to allow them. And by working together steadily, we were able to leverage on our diversity. In Kogi State today, we don't care the tongue or the language you speak. We don't care the religion you practice. We don't care where you come from. What is important is your ability to make a meaningful, positive contribution towards the development of our dear state. Finally, and also very importantly, the inescapable point of equity, that is, only the North Central and Southeast geopolitical zone of this country have not held the presidency or vice presidency, the two highest offices in the land, since return to civil rule in 1999. Let's talk of zoning. If all of us must talk of zoning, then we must have made equity, or we're merely playing dangerous politics and healing the wounds of the country deceitfully. There is no denying the fact that we need an urgent rearrangement in the way and manner which we relate if we are to arrest the dangerous slide in confidence and team building among Nigerians. caused by years and years of mismanaged diversity. Secondly, our constitutional guarantees of equality as citizens are binding on leaders to enforce irrespective of their own personal beliefs, feelings, and inclination. Third, inclusivity and equal access to government and her institutions are the inalienable rights of all citizens. As everyone used to know me. First, the question from Yahaya Bello of TVC, that is the issue of rotational presidency between North and South. Well, like I said, if you ask me what is my own position, the Nigeria of today deserves the best. Nigeria is a ship or is a flight that requires the best captain to steer or lead affairs to the desired destination. And I've always asked this question. There has been rotation, so to speak, from PDP almost all this while. And what has been our result between then and now? If zoning will solve our problem, as at the time President Olusegun Obasanjo was the president 2 terms, all the problems of the South should have been solved. As at the time President Musa Yar'Adua of blessed memory came on board, the whole problem of the North should have been solved. Or when it returned back to South-South, the problem of the riverine, the Niger Delta, or of the whole of the South should have been solved. Now we have President Muhammadu Buhari. The problem of the whole North should have been solved. I'm not saying these various leaders have not tried their best. They've tried their best within the circumstance they found themselves in office or the situation of things at that time. And what Mr. President is equally still doing today. But for crying out loud, is that the best practice? When we're talking of democracy, democracy is all about free choice. And it's about the number. Let the majority allow them, give them the free will to choose whoever they want. Let political parties not limit Nigerians to who they would want to elect into offices. And when we look at it, I think it is unconstitutional. Not in our own party constitution, the APC, and it's not there in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. We can't be picking and choosing when it suits us. Today, if you're sick and you have to be operated upon, you want the best doctor to operate on you. Not where the doctor comes from, not the religion he practices, but who is the best doctor. Now put that aside. If we should continue on the sentiment of this rotation of presidency to this region or to that region, I say, okay, let's do it perfectly. In the interest of fairness, equity, and justice. If that is the angle you want to come from, fine. Let's go on the table and then look at it. And we should not just take it from 1999. Let's even go back to 1960. From the independence that we Nigerians have been leading ourselves. And let's extrapolate all the various leaders we've had at national level or at federal level. You will discover that all other geopolitical zones as it exists today have at one time or the other occupied the position of the presidency, either as president or vice president. If we should go by that, then North Central has been largely shortchanged. Then let's focus our attention on North Central. Then we should take it from 1999. Then you are talking of North Central and Southeast. But I continue to insist on let the best candidate emerge. Who will unify this country? Who will solve the problem that we are facing today? Who will build on the legacies that Mr. President will leave behind? That is my position on the issue of rotational presidency. And of course, we have to look at the demography. We know today that we know what is happening across the world, across the globe. Younger generations are taking charge. They are not just being involved or included, they are taking charge. And they are driving the modern world. For crying out loud, Nigeria cannot continue to live behind or live in the past. It is high time we move forward. On the issue of state police, let me ask this question. At some point in time, Nigerians agitated that we should have state electoral commissions. And we are now having state electoral commissions. The same Nigerians today are crying that no, let local government elections be conducted by INEC. You can imagine if we have state police with arms and everything at our disposal. I can speak for myself that at all times I will always be fair, just, and equitable. I will always lead from the front and hunt down those criminals, just like we're doing today. I can speak for myself. I can't speak for the baby behind me that I am backing, not to talk of any other person out there, how he or she will use or misuse the state police. What's important today is community policing. Let everybody be vigilant. We're doing it today in Kogi State without state police, and we're getting it right, though it may depend on what you define as state police. But to me, as leader and as a people, let us be sincere with ourselves. A lot of crimes and criminalities that are taking place today are politically motivated. If we are ready to have a secured, free, and a safe society, it behoves on us, the leaders, and equally the followers, to make Nigeria a secured environment. Thank you.